Man, this game's combat is so fun.
Isn't it? It's great. Really, we're fucking cooking back on the PS2.
It's wild to think this is a PS2 game.
I know, isn't it?
It's like, it's so good. And obviously this is, technically you're playing the PC port of the game. Yeah, the PC port sucks though. It's like a bad port of an incredible game.
And it's technically the HD version, so it looks a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
But like,
the textures are nicer. Yeah, like
the textures are nicer, but they didn't change the gameplay at all.
Yeah.
This is how it fucking was on our little fucking CRTs.
It's wild.
Back in 2005.
Donald, oh Donald, why did you perish? Mamma
fucking
mia.
Square Enix was cooking.
Alright, gang. Here's time for Ellie's review. Here's my review of Zaldin. Zaldin, I think I could beat in maybe like 45 tries. Feels pretty hard. Feels pretty tough. But not really that fun. So my fun score is going to be 4 out of 10. My difficulty score is going to be 45 tries to beat him. My connection in the MCU is going to be tenuous at best.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Hold on. He does take place in a Disney World.
Zaldin is a fucking Disney princess confirmed?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Zaldin kisses the beast.
He does, yeah, with tongue. Anyway, Lexius time. What the fuck could your name have been?
You actually have the document that would tell you.
What
it's
the
in the
hell?
answer reports.
What the hell are you?
You can look at you could look right now.
What is it? Just tell me.
Aeolus.
Aeolus! Yeah! So this fight, do you guys remember that we fought him for like 3 episodes?
Yeah.
Or Alias. Yeah, Alias.
Alias. But this time I'm gonna get him in like 1 try.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same fight. You remember how to fight him?
I gotta press
like
Y. You gotta catch his big attack, yeah. And then Sora becomes powerful.
I do like this fight.
What?
I do like this fight.
I don't really, like, get it.
It's just so different. I like the power meter.
It's just odd.
I think it's fun to, like, block and counter him. I like doing that.
It is satisfying.
I like that he goes Super Saiyan.
He does. Is there anything I can do about this, or does this just happen?
He was like running towards you. And
You can dodge it.
What happened? Yeah. There you go. Mega impact.
Lexius. I don't understand. It's like a Nerf bat that he's got.
It is a crazy looking weapon. I'm not sure what I would describe it as. I guess a club.
It's like a club sword, yeah.
It's not a claymore. Syx uses a claymore.
Yeah, I don't really...
like that looks, and I feel like it should be like a blunt weapon. Is it a hammer?
I don't really know.
I could kind of see that being a Monster Hunter hammer.
Yeah. One of those situations where like it's a hammer, and you're like, that's an axe. It's like a bladed weapon. What do I do here? Dodge it.
Yeah, I think you can jump up and fly to avoid that attack.
Damn.
You were doing pretty good there.
Yeah, this is
like,
doable.
Like half his health.
I'll give it another shot. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, guys.
Pretty cool stuff. Gotta say, not bad. That's me snapping. I don't know if you heard that or not. If it was audible. Ellie?
What? Sorry, I was
Still
looking
here?
at a message on my phone, and I wasn't listening to what you were saying. What were we talking about? Are we recording? Oh, that's a great
hello,
question. I should
everybody.
check the recording. We are. We've been recording for like 43 minutes. We only really had 15 minutes, or 20 minutes before that, actually. We haven't been recording that long. We might be able to finish this year, Al. This might be the last recording session of KH2.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Sonic.
Sonic, it's okay, Al. Let's admit it. Even to like, I love this game. I've had a great time with this series. It's our longest series by a pretty significant margin. It's time to move on.
It is time to rewind. No, you're right. I am ready for Sonic. I think we've said it before. We were microdosing on Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
To get ready for Sonic 06. I think we're ready.
It's almost time. This series is gonna be like literally like, I bet this is episode like 152 or something, 153.
Something like that. Yeah. This is our longest series, and I don't see it being toppled anytime soon, if I'm being honest. But I could be eating those words.
Yeah, it could be.
At the very least, I don't think a Kingdom Hearts game will top this until KH3, possibly.
Do you think that's likely to happen?
I don't know. KH3, it depends. If you,
With
if
Remind, maybe, like...
With Remind, KH3 does have an equivalent of, like, the mushrooms.
Uh-huh. Really?
It's got the Fantastic 7.
Is it fun?
It's way better.
Oh, yeah?
It's way better than the mushrooms.
That's surprising to hear you say.
I'll
Don't
tell
you
you
like?
this-
Do you not like the mushrooms, Al? Do you have something you want to say?
The mushrooms are okay. Some of them kind of suck.
I disagree. I think all of them are good.
I'll tell you this right now, Ellie. I'll tell you this right now. One of the Fantastic 7, because you're not going to see it for another 2 years.
So I'll forget.
One of them is Pokemon Snap.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
That does sound good. Another shot. That one went really bad, by the way. I didn't get a single block. I don't really understand why I wasn't able to block his thing. Do I need to block it? Do I need to hit the block button?
I think you need to actually block it, yeah.
But I wasn't blocking it when I was getting the things before, I felt like.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or maybe I was getting, like, it's a different reaction to command that I was getting.
I think it might be a different one,
I think I'm having flashbacks now. I think that is the case. It's the same reaction command. I just don't know how I was blocking it before without trying to block or hitting reflect or anything.
I'm gonna... What are the minigames for the Flying
Guys, name your top 10 mushrooms in Kingdom Hearts 2. Who are your favorite members of the Mushroom 13?
My favorite member of the Mushroom 13?
Yeah.
Probably... What's the best Mushroom 13?
I mean, I was talking to the audience, but you can answer too.
Oh, sorry, I won't answer.
No, answer, tell me. The audience wants to hear it now. You gotta... What's your truth? Speak your truth.
My favorite member is probably... I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head. Honestly, I think the Larkseed one, where you have to shoot them outside of the whatchamacallit, the Twilight Town mansion is pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
That one's alright.
That one's alright. I like, none of them, really. If I had to say.
Okay.
If I had to say, I think, like, none of them are good. One more try against Lexaeus, gang. And then we'll never see Lexaeus again after this, I think. I think this is his last appearance.
I'm looking at the plans, and it's stuff like the photo game, riding on a sled and doing an obstacle course, jumping on big bouncing pads for as long as you can, stacking up things really high and avoiding things to make it fall.
So it's Winnie the Pooh.
They're more Winnie the Pooh games than they are mushroom games.
Yeah. Guys, what do you prefer, mushroom games or Winnie the Pooh games? Comment it.
Also, I didn't really know what like they were like a parody of, because you know obviously the Mushroom 13 is Organization 13, but the Fantastic 7 apparently the Japanese is a pun on 7 princesses, so they're supposed to be the princesses of Heart.
That's odd. Are the princesses of Heart relevant to that game?
No.
That really strikes me as a Kingdom Hearts 1 thing.
It is a Kingdom Hearts 1 thing. Like, Kyrie's in it, and she's one of them, so, you know.
I guess. I mean, yeah, they're relevant in the sense Kyrie's there. Is Kyrie being a Princess of Heart relevant ever again?
No.
Yeah.
Not really. It comes up sometimes. The fact that Kyrie doesn't have any darkness in her is, like, relevant, kind of. But not in, like, a major way.
Kyrie, no
She's just
darkness.
one of the few characters that doesn't have any darkness.
Donald, you're dead? I just...
No, you did just come back.
I just came back, motherfucker.
You know how we say,
This
like,
sucks.
Donald is, like, filled with darkness?
Yeah.
Kyrie's, like, the opposite. She has no darkness.
Kyrie's darknessless.
Yeah.
Kyrie is the
That's why-
inverse of Donald.
That's why Naminé is such a weird nobody. Naminé shouldn't really have been possible, because Kyrie can't turn into a Heartless.
Yeah. But Sora did.
But Sora did when Kyrie was
inside of him.
It got weird, that's why.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What in
rating
the
on
fuck?
Lexaeus?
Oh, Lexaeus, I think it would take me another 40 tries.
Okay.
I think it would take about 40 tries for me to beat Lexaeus. I'm gonna give him a fun rating of 6.5 maybe. And his connection to the MCU is it's alright. It's okay. He reminds me a little bit of the Hulk. Could be a reference, I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. What in the fuck is this weapon?
You know who this is.
I do?
You should.
Okay, hold on. What is... Just tell me what the... Oh, it's the stupid claymore. This is
Yeah,
Syx.
it's Syx.
Okay. It doesn't really look like a sword at all.
No.
Now, Syx, are you gonna redeem yourself? Because I remember thinking your fight was a load of shit.
You did kind of get, like... You got triggered by Syx. I'm gonna say it.
Syx I thought was bad. Hi, Jared!
I meant to say tilted, but I said triggered instead.
Yeah, he triggered me. I got triggered by Syx, guys.
Moon, shine down!
Moon, shine down!
Syx is a weird werewolf.
Yeah. He's sexy. I'll admit it.
He's a little sexy.
Alright. Organization XIII ranked by sex appeal. Not ranked by, because then I would need to remember them all and then, like, keep track of them in my head. I'm just gonna go around that little circle in my mind and give them a ranking. Who's the Larxene?
Larxene.
She doesn't have no sex appeal.
She has a very specific sex.
She's a mean girl. I love mean girls, actually.
Like Larxene is the do you like, you know, to be domed.
Yeah.
Larxene's your girl.
And you know what, Al? I'm not at liberty to say nothing about that on the show, but Larxene is my girl. A little bit.
Okay, yeah.
To some extent. I give her a 6 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. 7.5.
On the sexiness rating?
Yeah.
Okay, so next up is Luke Sword.
Luke Sword. Luke Sword is gonna get a 2 out of 10. He looks like a gay porn star, but not from a porno I'd want to watch.
Yeah,
that's
like a 70s gay porn star.
He's just kind of like... I think that there are people for whom he would be their type, and for those people, I say, you know, go get him. But
I have
for me,
watched videos where he appears and people say, "Daddy, Luke Sword."
Yeah, that's not where I'm at with him, to be honest.
Who's after Luke Sword? That's number 8. That's Axel.
Axel has gotta be like a 9.5 out of 10. He's angsty. He's like a sexy Joker. He's got like the little teardrop under his eye.
Yeah.
He's a fucking wild card. Like, he's very sexy. He might be...
A lot of that comes down to his personality.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the design isn't that sexy. He looks a little like Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
But like a sexy Ronald McDonald. Like remember when people on Twitter were drawing like anime boy Ronald McDonald fan art for a minute because like the Wendy's Twitter was doing clapbacks?
Yeah.
You remember that very dark era?
I do.
Axel sort of looks like the way people drew anime boy Ronald McDonald. Like, you can tell the people that grew up drawing sexy Axel on like DeviantArt grew up to be drawing sexy Ronald McDonald on Twitter as a meme.
Yeah.
And they're right for it. So I'm gonna give him like a 10. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh wow.
He's the sexiest one.
All right. Next up is Zexion.
Zexion has got some twinkish appeal.
He's an emo twink, you know?
He's emo and a twink. Those are both pluses. I don't really like his character, though. I don't particularly dislike it, though, so I think just on the basis that he's like a twink, I'm gonna give him a 7. He's like a bookish emo twink.
Hold on, I'm gonna write these down.
Okay.
So, hold on.
Larxene, I think, got a 7.5.
Yeah. Oh, a 7.5. So, hold on. I gotta
She's
move
sexier
my-
than an emo twink because she's a mean girl.
So, Larxene is a 7.5.
Luxord's a 2.
Luxord was a 2.
Uh-huh. Axel's a 10.
Axel was a 10.
Perfect 10. My baby, my
Vexine
Blorbo.
was a 7, you said? Or a 6?
He's a 7.
Okay. Next up is Vexen.
Vexen is gonna be like a 3.5 maybe.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say he's like entirely unsexy.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Not sexy though.
But he's not sexy, but he isn't like
kind of
antithetical to sexy. Like if you're like a freak, you wanna be like experimented on maybe. That's like your thing. Then like I guess you could do worse.
Okay, okay.
And I just think he's funny. And like I like funny guys. So I'm gonna give him a 3.5, which is being very generous.
Next up is Zigbar.
Oh, Zigbar is gonna be like a fucking like 8.
Oh.
Maybe
really?
like an 8.5. Like Zigbar.
Really?
Yeah. Zigbar has got like scars. He's like a surfer boy with guns and he teleports around. Like he is like.
Honestly, so hear me out here. Zigbar has a bunch of scars, right?
Yeah.
He has an eye patch and he has a long ponytail.
You're gonna say that
Majima.
he's Goro Majima, so he's sexy. Like I don't think it should be like if you were surprised that I thought he was sexy, you shouldn't have been. He just is. He just is like, sexy.
He also is like sort of like what's it called? A silver fox.
Right? Yeah. He's older.
He's older, right? He's definitely the oldest.
He's number 2.
Number 2. But like I mean age-wise, I think he's the oldest one in the organization.
So yeah, definitely pretty sexy.
Okay.
Who's next? Who's next?
Next up would technically I'm just going in the order you're fighting in.
Okay.
So next up is Zaldin.
Zaldin. Now Zaldin isn't really sexy at all, but he's not sexy. He's like a little bit of like he's an older guy. Whoa. He's an older guy, right? He's got a pretty cool anime guy.
He's got big dreads and
he's got
big
the dreads.
Pops.
He's not unsexy. He's like a 7.
Okay, 7.
I'm gonna move on, by the way.
Okay, that's fine.
We're gonna fight Demix.
We're gonna fight Demix. Alright, so after Zaldin is Lexius.
Now Lexius... Dance,
water, dance!
Dance, water, dance! Sorry, I had to hear him say it. 30 seconds, what?
Yeah, he throws you right into it.
Okay. What the hell? Sorry, my brain? My mind? What's happening?
You gotta defeat the forms.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I defeated no forms.
Yeah.
What? Are they just really strong?
Yeah.
Okay, great. This is gonna be fun.
Fight.
Great. Great.
I think they're weak to fire.
Okay. Fire. I guess
Like
we're
pink
set up
water.
for that. Lexius and the sexiness of him. I'm gonna...
He's a hunk.
He's a hunk, he's a big guy, he's Goku-esque in some ways, and like, I'll say it, I think Goku's a little sexy.
Let's go.
Sorry, my brain is now occupied. But like, I don't know, he has like a fucking, like, Fisher-Price bat. His weapon...
That factors into it?
His weapon makes him less sexy. Like, it's...
Okay.
And he, like, yells. He doesn't really have a personality. Like, a lot of the members of the organization are not really sexy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like, either they are sexy and they're, like, really brought up there by their personality. Like, Axel, I think, is a little sexy, but, like, he's also angsty and emo and, like, crazy, which makes him really sexy. Like, obviously.
Obviously.
I'm really normal. And some of them, like, aren't really, like, that sexy, but become sexy because, they become sexy because they have got, like, a crazy personality.
Yeah.
Like, Larxene, I'm not really into at all, except for the fact that she's, like, a toxic mean girl.
Yes.
Lexius, though, doesn't really have a personality, so he doesn't really have that going for him. He's just sort of like a big, hulky guy that yells. And that's not really... That doesn't really do it for me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give him a 4.
Okay.
I don't think he's that sexy.
Okay. Sayax.
Sayax, huh?
Dance, water, dance.
Hey, this is horrible, by the way.
Yeah, so this fight sucks.
This is...
I forget, maybe it's Blizzard on them. There's some way to turn them into the thing that lets you swing around. Oh no, fire did it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, God.
And now you have to do 75 in 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, this is a nightmare. Okay, I'm gonna equip some ethers and just see what I can make happen.
Okay.
Sayax is... Let's see. Scars, but fucked up weird scars.
It's a big X on his face.
It's a big X on his face, which looks more like it's like a... I don't know. Like a hate group associated symbol in my head than like...
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know. It's like a forehead tattoo. I don't love it.
Okay.
Does it make sense to anyone? Comment. He's got like a weird claymore, but again, it's like a weird sword that isn't really like it's not a cool sword. Sword would raise your sex appeal, but just have a normal sword or like a keyblade.
Okay.
Or a scythe. A scythe is a very sexy weapon. I don't know. And he's got the long hair, but not really in that much of a sexy way. And his personality isn't that sexy either. But he's fine. Like, he's at the end of the day, he's still like a crazy anime guy, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm realizing is like a thing I'm into.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him like a 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Demix.
Fucking. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Like the personification of that. What the hell? Did I have the wrong thing equipped? Or no, it just didn't fill my shit.
It didn't fill it all the way. Yeah.
And then I used my thing to heal. So now I'm just gonna...
This fight sucks.
Wow, this is horrible. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it going for another minute. And it wasn't even a death. It was just Sora being like, darn, I couldn't do it. Drat.
Darn. Shit.
He's like... I don't know. Look at that face. Like the weird pompadour.
He's got a mullet.
The mullet. It's a mullet. You're right. It's a mullet. It's not a pompadour. It's not sexy. He's not sexy. He's like a 3 out of 10. He's a dweeb. He's a fucking nerd.
Okay. After Demix is Marluxia.
Marluxia is an opponent for Axel for sure.
Yeah.
Like he's up there. He might be like he might be another perfect 10.
Ooh, interesting.
Like he's so sexy. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does anyone understand? He's
anyone
got the
understand
long
how he's
hair,
using-
he's got pink hair, he's got like a rose motif.
He has a scythe.
He has a
Whisper
scythe
Gay, homosexual gay
in Sora's ear, very gaily of him. Yeah, he's really sexy. I think I talked about him sucking me like a lot that one time.
You did.
Which was not like sexual, but like, you know, it was suggestive. I don't know if that factors into it, but I'm just saying I have a history with this. So I'm gonna give him a 10.
Yeah.
He's gonna be tied with
okay.
Axel for sexiest.
Okay. Roxas.
It's not sexy. Roxas is exempt for being a little boy.
I put Roxas. He is my son.
He's my son. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he is my little son.
He's not really.
I wish to see Roxas grow up. I wish to protect him.
Yeah.
I wish to see him be happy.
He's not sexy. That's fine though. He doesn't. He's not meant to be.
He's not meant to be sexy.
He's just a little guy.
Xemnas.
Xemnas. See, this is tough. Because I don't really think Xemnas is that sexy. And that's weird, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh my god.
I think his voice is.
Yeah, his voice is very sexy.
He has a very deep voice.
His voice is very sexy. I'm using up my. Oh no, I'm keeping. There keeps re-equipping them, right? It understands. What? My brain? My brain's starting to shut off, gang.
Yeah.
He's like a solid like 8. I'm gonna give him an 8. The zebra outfit, I think, is what's throwing me off. I'm thinking about the zebra outfit.
Okay.
And like the zebra,
Okay.
can we agree the zebra outfit isn't really sexy? His
No,
like
it looks
default
better
form
in the
is
black.
sexier.
All right. So according to Ellie, here's the rankings. Okay.
Okay.
In last place is Roxas, who is in my son's tier.
Yeah, he's my son.
Number 2 is Luke Sword with a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
Number 3 is Demix with a 3 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is Lexius, 4 out of 10.
Dance, water, dance.
And then is Syx. Number 5 is Syx with 5.5 out of 10.
Fire.
Okay.
Number 6 and 7 are tied. Zoldan and Zexian both with a 7 out of 10. Number 8 is Lorxine with a 7.5 out of 10.
7.5.
Number 9 is Zemnis with an 8 out of 10. Number 10 is Zigbar with an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And then number... I think I fucked up at one point.
It's okay, Al. Don't worry. Though the comments will
Number-
figure it out. Just keep.
Hold on.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. I think I forgot to say someone at some point. Oh, wait, hold on.
Guys. Tell Al that he's doing a really good job as the keeper of the sexiest Kingdom Hearts Organization XIII member competition that we're holding.
I think I forgot to say Lexius.
Who's like not even
Oh, I
that.
forgot to say Vexen. Okay, hold on.
Dance,
Here we go.
water, dance.
Number 13, Roxas.
Roxas.
My son's here. Number 12 is
Luxord.
Luxord with a 2 at it, with a 2.
Yeah.
Number 11, right, is
Yeah.
Demix with a 3. Number 10 is Vexen with a 3.5. And then number 9,
Okay.
right,
Uh-huh.
is Lexius with a 4. Number 8 is Syx with a 5.5.
Dance, water,
Number
dance.
7 is number 7 and 6 are Zexian and Zoldan with a 7.5.
They're tied.
Yeah.
I gave
no,
Zalden a
Zexian-
7.5.
You give Zoldan a 7.
A 7. Okay.
And
Dance,
then
water,
number
dance.
5 is Lorxine with a 7.5. Number 4 is Zemnis with an 8. Number 3 is Zigbar with an 8.5. And number 2 and 1 are Marluxia and Axel
We're tied at a perfect 10.
at 10. So Zigbar is the 3rd sexiest member of Organization XIII. I'm the 4th sexiest.
Uh-huh.
Does this all sound right to you?
This sounds totally correct to me. I'm feeling like this is like I was cooking.
Guys, thanks for watching that whole entire episode where we talked about...
And then we really clumsily tried to rank them in retrospect, yes.